Remains undefeated this week, heads home to play Montana State. We've got Coach Hauck with us, we've got Geno Leonard from Missoula and Dillon Botner from Whitefish with us. Coach, we'll start with your final thoughts from Portland State before we open it up to questions about Montana State.
All right, thanks, Taves. Appreciate it. Obviously, it was good to go to Portland and get win number 11 and get to 11-0. It was our third road trip in 4 weeks, and our guys do a great job of focusing on the road and to come out of that month of time undefeated was a good job by our players, and we're excited to be undefeated, number 2 in the country right now. So, in terms of preparation for week 12 in a row. The rivalry game is really big for both teams, and 2 of the best teams in the country will be playing right here on Saturday, and maybe the 2 best. So it's a big week for us always. The way it's shaping up is interesting in my opinion. Probably a chance we'll play each other later in the year as well, so that's part of the equation. As I mentioned, our guys' ability to focus I think will be big for us this week in terms of our preparation, our performance.
Questions? Geno, as a Missoula and a Montana guy, what were some of your best memories of playing this game, and what do you think about playing in your last one?
Yeah, I mean, every time we win it, that's my favorite one. So, I mean, being a part of it in 2021 and 2023, those are both phenomenal experiences, and so I'm fired up to get with my teammates, and especially the guys who haven't been a part of it yet. I mean, it's an exciting thing to share. I mean, we're so blessed as in the state of Montana to have a game like this. So everyone that gets to participate in it, it's a special thing, and yeah, fired up to get this week going.
Dylan, how about for you? How you feeling just going into your final, at least regular season game against Montana State?
I'm excited. We're starting to really come together as a football team, and I'm excited to see where we could go, obviously this week and going into the future.
Coach, Montana State giving about 16 points per game. What have you seen so far that you think makes them so solid on defense?
Well, it's early in the week, but they're very assignment sound. I think they have a good understanding of how the defense fits together front and back. Play hard. Like I said, it's 2 of the best teams in the country. They're doing a lot of things right.
Dylan, their defensive front has had a lot of success all year. Just as an offensive line, just what goes into preparing for such a strong unit in that cause?
Coach Norcross always has us, he has a good game plan for us and always sets us up for success. So he'll get us sorted out and we'll be ready for him.
Coach, in the special teams game, that can be, a big part of this game as well as it is any game. When you're preparing for a guy like Taco Dowler, like you've seen other talented skills position players before, but what's it like preparing for a guy with his ability in the return game?
I haven't really gotten going on their special teams yet. So what is it you want again? Prepare for their return game?
Yeah, just
We'll just do what we always do. Cover hard, work hard, tackle.
Geno, offensively they look a little different with Tommy Malaga. Just what kind of stands out when you see them, and what have you seen that makes them click this year?
Yeah, they're a good offense, and I think they play well together too. So I mean, they like to run the ball, and they're good at it. So I think we'll be ready for that, and we go against one of the best offenses, if not the best offense in the country every day at practice. So I think we'll be ready to go and ready to get after it.
Coach, what does the rivalry just mean to you? And then with the fact that it, as of late in particular, it's been both teams really, really good, top 5 in the country, and what kind of that added level brings to the rivalry?
I don't think it adds anything to it, to be honest, Sean. I mean, if neither one of us has a win, it's still a big game in this state. But that's good for you guys to talk about. But as I mentioned, I don't even think this will be the only time we play this year. So it's a huge game because it's our rivalry game, as it always is. But we should anticipate playing each other later in the season.
Geno, what about for you? Just having a rivalry like this, how special is that, and what does it mean to you?
Yeah, like I said earlier, I mean, the state of Montana, it's the closest thing we get to professional sports around here. So it's a special deal. We get to play in something like this and just have a great community around it. So yeah, we're all lucky to be a part of it.
Dylan, what about for you? Because not all college football players get to experience something like this.
Yeah, Coach Norcross says his best every Monday. It's the biggest game in program history because it's the next one. So everyone gets their week and they get their week this time.
And then, Geno, you kind of mentioned the new guys, playing in this for the first time. What is it like as a teammate trying to communicate to them like what this game is like and how to get them prepared?
Yeah, I mean, just try to. I mean, nothing. They'll get their firsthand experience of it once the ball's snapped and the first kickoff goes. So, I mean, I think we're gonna be ready for it. We're a good team. I mean, we play well together too. So I think everyone good culture and everyone will be ready to go no matter what happens either side of the ball. So,
Coach, they haven't given up a point in the third quarter against an FCS opponent all year. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess since you're hearing that for the first time, but is there something like when it's a major kind of stat like that, it's something that you have to, talk about or game plan for?
Yeah, we don't spend a lot of time on the stat sheet. We watch the film. So, yeah.
And then offensively for them, how would you maybe describe how they look similar or different with a new quarterback?
They're a little. Geno mentioned it well. They want to run the ball, but it's a different offense. They're a lot. A year ago it's like watching Navy. This year it's more of a spread offense.
Geno, you've played in this game. You've been through this before, but what's the build-up like for you throughout the week leading up to the game?
I think we're in quite the groove right now. I mean, like Coach Hauck mentioned, 12 straight. I mean, we're preparing really well. I mean, as of late. So I think just staying in that routine, getting in what we need to get in, keeping our bodies right, getting in the film and things like that. Just do what we've been doing every week. That's the most important thing. Mm-hmm.
And then this will be your first rivalry game playing at home here. So what do you expect the atmosphere to be like?
Just like any home game on a Saturday in Missoula, I'm fired up for it. I know our crowd's gonna be great, and my teammates will be ready to play. Mm-hmm.
And Dillon, have you gotten to play in the rivalry game at home here, or will this be the first time for you? And just what do you expect in the atmosphere to be like Saturday?
I played in the 2021 game,
Okay.
and then obviously 2023 I didn't play, but I'm excited. I haven't got to play much in this game, especially at home, and I'm excited to get the opportunity.
And then just for you, what's the build-up like throughout the week for you leading up to the game?
We have the same routine every week, and we kind of stick to that, and we know what we're going to get and what to expect, and we just, enjoy the process and trust the coaches to get us ready.
And then Bobby, I know you're not looking big picture, but on the wins list for Big Sky Conference games, you passed Jerome Sowers. I don't know if being at the top of that means much to you, but maybe the fact that you passed Jerome and a guy I think you coached with and then coached against, just what does that mean to you? And have you been in contact with him at all recently?
I think he's going to be at practice today. To be honest with you, I think if he makes it in time, there's no snow in the pass. But you know what that means to me? That means I've got to coach a lot of good players. That's what that means to me.
Coach, just one more for me. Obviously, 11-0, like you mentioned, just playing 12 straight weeks. Just what can you say about the group to lead up to this point? It's kind of the culmination of the regular season to be 11-0 and just kind of battle through everything. Like, just what can you say about them, what they've accomplished?
Well, there's more to do, right? So we don't want to act like we've accomplished anything just yet. But the Grizzlies have been 11-0 4 times in school history, and so that's a good effort by our guys. It's good effort by our staff, good effort by our players, good effort by everybody, the equipment guys. So we want to go out and play our best game this weekend. Certainly we're glad to be unscathed at this point, rather than have any losses. But that's great, but we don't get. It's not the time of year where you get to enjoy any of that. Sort of back to your question, Frank. We'll reflect on that stuff later. We've got work to do.
Geno, what have you learned from playing in this game that you can take going into this one?
Oh, just throughout the past, or that's just a game. You got to keep control of your emotions. It's just another football game. So just relying on my teammates and trusting in my coaching and the preparation that we've gone through all week. I mean, it's a big deal, but I mean, it's just another game on Saturday. So we're gonna get after it. We're gonna do what we know how to do. So.
Dillon, what about for you? Like, what have you kind of or can take away from prior experiences in this that you can lean on this week?
Yeah, it's a big game for people here in Montana, and we kind of tuned that out and we just gotta focus on what we gotta do and, you know, appreciate the game, but we've got work to do.
Coach, I wanted to ask you just about a couple of the matchups. First of all, just your wide receivers, you had so many seniors last year. What have you thought of that group's just total body of work and their ability to sort of impact your offense so far this year?
Well, we're scoring quite a few points. Those guys are producing yards and catches. They're working hard in the run game. I think they've played, as a group, they've played pretty well-rounded football and they've performed.
Montana State has some young guys at corner, so any early thoughts on Montana State's matching up with your wide receivers?
Not really.
Cats had 6 sacks on Saturday, so any impressions on their defensive line?
They're big and physical.
Anybody else? Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.